Hello everybody, welcome back. You're watching VegasDtech. I'm Joey, and today we have another e-bike review. And today we're going to be taking a look at a 500 watt mid-drive mountain climbing style e-bike, and it's going to be the HeyBike ALPHA. It's going to be fun. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so the HeyBike ALPHA comes in two style configurations, the white step-through design, which is what I have, and there's also the step-over design, which is in black, and they both come in at the exact same price. The star of the show here, guys, is going to be the mid-drive Galaxy mid-drive motor, providing 500 watts of power. It's a torque sensor with 105 Newton meters of torque. We also have an 8-speed cassette tied into the Shimano Altus derailleur system, giving you nice smooth shifts. The battery is going to be a 680 watt-hour battery, providing you up to 60 miles of range per charge. The battery is going to be a UL2271 fire safety certified battery to alleviate anxiety of fires. We also have this huge, humongous rack on the back. One of the biggest racks that I've ever seen on these bikes. And I like it, guys. It comes with a cargo strap. I utilize this with my bike bag. And I take it everywhere with me. I can put in my drinks, all of my camera gear. You will also be getting these big, humongous 26x4 all-terrain fat tires that come on this bike. It's going to provide you a smooth, comfortable ride as you go over all those bumps, whether you're off-roading or riding on the street. The bike comes with hydraulic brakes tied into 180mm rotors front and rear. We also have independent front suspensions in the front. You're going to have your preload adjustment on the left-hand side. And then over on the right-hand side, you're going to have your dampening, which is all the way open or all the way shut. We also have a nice adjustable seat. I'm 6 feet tall, but this can be adjusted all the way down to support riders all the way down to 5 feet. We also have the proprietary HeyBike headlight there with integrated turn signals. And coming to the back, you have the same HeyBike logo on the back with integrated turn signals, with integrated tail lights and brake lights. We have plastic rear and front fenders to help keep all the rocks and debris from flying up onto the frame. Speaking of the frame, I really love this color, guys. I am a sucker for the pearl white, and I just really think that this looks good with the black and white configuration. Pearl white, very nice paint job. I enjoy it very much. You will also get a QR code to download the HeyBike manual if you need one for this bike. We also have a HeyBike app if you want to customize the Alpha for your liking. QR codes are provided down at the bottom, or you can just go ahead and jump onto the Google Play Store. Some of the main things that we're going to be looking at here is the 8-speed Shimano paddle shifter. Coming over to the left-hand side here, you're going to have these controls. This is a unique design to the Alpha. You got your power up, power down headlight, your mode. To flip through the modes, you got your left turn signal, right turn signal, and a horn. There's a little bit of a delay on there. Coming over to the display here, guys, you're going to take a look at this. I like this design right here. You're going to have your battery output up on top. You're going to have your speed meter over here, and it has a power meter, which is really nice because it's like when you're on the pedals and the power peaks, you know when to come over and click into your next gear, and the power will peak, and you'll click into your next gear and the power will peak. It's almost like a shift indicator of when you should shift. And if you take a look down here, you're going to have your pedal assist level. So when you click up and down on this, you're going to see it go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your power assist. If we click through the modes here, you're going to see your odometer, your trip meter, your maximum miles, your average miles, and then the amount of voltage that you have in your battery. I like combining that. This is a lot better indicator of how much power you actually have in the battery. And then you're going to have your amperage, wattage. This is really great because I've seen, even though this has a 500 watt motor, I've seen that wattage jump from 500 to like 900 and back. So you're going to have peak output. You're going to see when you're climbing a hill just how much power that the motor is putting out based on this meter. All right, guys, so we're going to show you the incline test right here. It's like a 15% grade going straight up, okay, guys? I got it in gear 1, power assist 5, and we're just going to ride it straight up, guys, okay? Here we go. No effort at all, guys. Barely any effort. We're going to do it again. All right. Here we go one more time. Now, I would not have been able to do that without this mid-drive power that's provided by the Alpha. So guys, I've spent the better part of about 2 to 3 weeks on this HeyBike ALPHA here, man. 2 goat head thorns, 2 flats front and rear, a major crash at the BMX bike course. So I feel I am well versed at letting you know just what the capabilities are of this Alpha. Now, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room here, okay? I want to let you know that this bike behaves different than the majority of the bikes that I have reviewed for a lot of these companies. Why? Because it's a mid-drive, but not only that it's a mid-drive, but it's a mid-drive that has a limiter on the throttle. So if you are one of those type of individuals that want to be wowed by top speed using the throttle only, you're not going to be on this, and I'm going to have to explain to you why, okay? So to me, there's 2 categories of riders, or cyclists, whatever you want to call them. You have riders and you have cyclists, okay? A cyclist is going to be like an enthusiast that enjoys riding the bike in the spirited way that a normal bicycle is supposed to be ridden. And that is through the use of pedaling and through the use of gears, okay? And then you have the other category of riders that are just leisurely, you know, I want to go out and enjoy myself. I don't necessarily want to kill myself pedaling. If I want to just relax and utilize my throttle and just cruise, then that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to buy my bike for, is just to get out and enjoy some fresh air. But I don't necessarily want to get all sweaty, and I don't have the endurance for all of that. All right, so I am going to be addressing category 1, the cyclist, okay, the person that wants to pedal, because this bike right here requires that you pedal, and also it requires that you pay attention to gears. You can't just go riding around all day long and just, since you have no zero start,
you have to get used to gearing down and gearing up, almost like you would a motorcycle, okay? If you were to ride a motorcycle in just gear 1, you would only have a limited amount of power and you would just be dead. Just like right now, I'm in gear 1, and all I'm gonna be able to get out of this is like 13 miles an hour, and I'm pedaling too fast. You gotta gear up to the next gear, and you're getting more power, right? Then I'm gonna gear up to the next gear, and you're gonna get even more power. So it is going to require you to pedal your bike. At the end of this review, if you decide that maybe you're not conditioned to cycle and pedaling is not your thing, I'm gonna have you look at the HeyBike Mars 2.0. I've done a review on that bike, and that is one heck of a good bike, guys. 1,000 watts of power. It does 28 miles an hour. It does it fast, and you could just ride the throttle all day long. Cadence sensor means that all you gotta do is just rotate the crank, and the bike will give you the maximum amount of power, and you can just cruise through the neighborhood all day long and not have to exert a whole bunch of energy if that's the type of rider that you are. I'm not saying that one type of rider is better or worse than the other. They're just two categories of riders, in my opinion. Maria likes to cruise. You know, sometimes she likes to pedal, but she likes to pedal with assist. And then other times she just likes to lay on the throttle and just ride on the throttle. So for her, the HeyBike Mars would be perfect for her way of riding. And then for other people that are, you know, like I said, if you're conditioned and like to pedal in the organic way that a cyclist is supposed to pedal and use gears, then you may enjoy the Alpha, because that is exactly what it's designed for. Now, the next thing that I want to discuss with you is the difference between a hub motor and a mid-drive motor, okay? I would say 90% of the e-bikes that I have reviewed have been the inexpensive hub motor, which is located in the rear wheel, which means that, you know, they're generally cheaper to manufacture, and, you know, they're the ones that you could just pretty much hit the throttle and just ride it the whole way. The mid-drive motors are designed for a different type of a cyclist. The mid-drive is going to allow you to climb. The power and the shining capabilities of this bike are going to be in the climbing abilities of this bike. Alrighty guys, so this double switchback bridge here is about an 18% incline, anywhere between 18 to 20%. And we're gonna go ahead and take the Alpha, up it in first gear, and I'm just gonna put in minimal power into the pedals, and we're gonna see just how strong the Alpha is in climbing this incline here. So let's go. All right, so from a dead stop, let's do it. Man, I can shift gears on this thing because it's so strong. Wow, 15 miles per hour coming up that incline. Let's take the switch back up here. No problem at all. Look at that, guys. I'm just shifting gears going up this. You would normally never shift a gear. You would never come out of first gear. I'm in fourth gear climbing up it. It has so much power. I actually had to shift gears because it was winding out on me, guys. Strong climber. So if you're in a hilly city, lots of bridges, you're gonna enjoy this bike because, like I said, this Alpha is a beast when it comes to climbing inclines. And the brakes are phenomenal too. We might as well just do a little brake test coming down here. We're gonna go ahead and let this thing coast all the way down. We're getting about 13, 15, 20 miles per hour. Man, smooth. I didn't even hear any kind of a hiss, squeak, or grind on that. Now guys, I gotta tell you this. Here's where the other day I came to this little spot right here and I did not gear down correctly. I just took it from gear 8 to a dead stop, and cars are supposed to be able to go, but one stopped for me and allowed me to go. And I'm like, oh, I waved at him, thank you. But look, I hit 0 start and I couldn't go. and I was in the wrong gear. I was in gear 8, and I went to go push down on the pedal, and I couldn't get it to go. So I ended up having to walk this thing across and wave at him, saying, thanks, guys, thanks. Because, again, I'm under the ideology that this is just like a regular hub drive motor where you're going to be able to start from zero. And I did not pay attention to my gears, and therefore I wasn't able to accelerate through the light. And that's why I'm letting you know right now that you're going to have to pay attention to your gears. You're going to have to make sure that you're in the right low gear, or else you're not going to be able to start from zero. Yeah, so this little card right here that comes with the Alpha actually tells you right here that to accommodate the high torque and mid-drive motor, the Alpha is designed to prevent immediate throttle use from start. Safety precaution is meant to prevent undue damage from throttle. So yeah, so they're letting you know right here that they have disabled the zero start, and it tells you right here in the second line here how to actually shift. Please utilize the natural pedaling start before you activate the throttle. And at the bottom, please reduce pedal power and let go of the throttle before shifting gears. That's so you don't bang the gears and have the chain jump sprocket. Do not shift gears while pedaling hard. That is to prevent drivetrain damage. So yeah, nice little card here, I guess. Had I read this card prior to taking the bike out and riding it around, it would have made a lot more sense why the bike was behaving as it did. So we're going to do a high-speed run down here. I'm going to start at the bottom where it gets flat. And we're just going to go ahead and get through the gears again. Again, remember what I told you is that you're going to have to shift gears. You just can't go all the way up to 28 miles an hour if you do not use the gears, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into the lowest gear, which is gear 1. We're in gear 1 right now. And we're going to go ahead and start right here, guys, okay? Gear 1. Look at that. We're at 20, 22, 24. I'm in gear 8 right now, and I'm at 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then I feel like at 30, it feels like the bike automatically starts to slow itself down or have some sort of a governor on it. But yeah, it has no problem getting you up to 30 miles an hour. Now, here it comes. I have to stop. I have to start gearing down. Otherwise, if I come to a dead stop with zero start, I'm going to have a problem trying to pedal from a dead stop. But I've got it in about gear number 3 right now, and then I can just rotate the pedals and I'm back into cruising mode again. So yeah, guys, this Alpha has quickly become the bike that I couldn't understand how to work it to one of my favoriteest bikes ever, guys. Like I said, I just love the fact that it could take on any of these hills. This bike is a beast when it comes down to hills, man. I mean, you just feel bionic, like you could take over any hill. So if you guys are the type of person that is spirited and you have a lot of hills in your area and you actually enjoy pedaling, this would be the bike for you. However, the bike that Maria is on is a rear hub, and it's a cadence style bike that does not require a bunch of pedaling to actually go fast. You could just turn the throttle on and rock it all the way up to 28. And if you want a bike like that, HeyBike has the Mars 2.0, which is 1,000 watts of rear driven power with a cadence sensor that you could do just that. You could just chill out on the bike, pedal it if you want to pedal it, and then just pretty much hold on to the throttle and just cruise 28 miles per hour, throttle only the whole way. I actually made a review on the Mars 2.0, so if you want to take a look and see what that's all about, go ahead and watch my video. I wanted to take the bike out on the course down here and ride along this bicycle obstacle course. But one of the issues that we have with this bike here is that the pedals, they're really, really low to the ground. Like, yeah, The pedal is close to the ground. I think it's like, it's almost 3 inches off the ground. And if you have like big feet, you know, I have like a size 10, but there's been moments where when I've made a left or right turn, you know, I've actually drugged my foot, you know, along the ground. So be wary of that. All right, guys, welcome to VegasDtech Garage. Do yourself a favor, guys. It's not a matter of if, but when. Take a look, man. Here's the Alpha in all its glory. Rear flat, front flat. Just riding around the neighborhood, and all it took is for these little goat head thorns right here. Just one little ugly thorn to flatten the back one, and one little ugly thorn to flatten the front one. Yeah, they are ugly, dude. They are just a goat head thorn. Just like, look at the thorn on that. Dude, this is gonna go through this tire and the inner tube inside and just give you one terrible day. So I got 2 of them. Right there. So do yourself a favor, guys. Use some form of sealant and protect your tires in advance. I'm not endorsed by this brand, but it is a good brand. Just whatever you want to throw in there. Make sure that you fill these things up prior to getting a flat. Now, in my case, I didn't do it, and look at what happened here. I've already had some success before with, even though the tire is flat, I could administer some of that stuff into it and then re-air it, just spin the tire around and try to circulate that stuff in the wheel. And I'm praying that I can go ahead and bring these things back, because if I can, it's going to spare me having to disassemble these wheels. But the one thing that's nice about the Alpha, and I'm kind of fortunate that this happened, is that with most hub drive bikes, in order to get that hub motor off, it's a pain, because it has a wire that runs all the way up through the frame. And with this right here, when you get a flat on the Alpha, it's just a matter of undoing 2 bolts, removing the chain, and pulling the wheel off. So getting a new inner tube on a mid-drive bike, a lot easier than trying to do it on that one over there. But like I said, guys, it's not a matter of if, but when. Get yourself some sealant, put it in your tires, because look, I'm just showing you the sadness right now. 2 flats in one day due to those little ugly thorns. Well, after a half a bag of sealant, a quarter bag in each tire, I think we're back in business again, folks. So do yourself a favor, man. Do as I say, man. Throw sealant in your tires before it gets flat. Spare yourself the anxiety, and you'll thank me later. Well, guys, that's everything that I have for you today on this review of the HeyBike ALPHA. If you guys need any more information on this bike or the Mars 2.0 that I referenced to you, the link to the website will be down in the description box. Head on over there and take a look at the models that they have available for you. If you guys found this information beneficial, useful, or even entertaining, please do me a kindness, give me a thumbs up, like if you haven't done so already, and I will catch you guys on the next one. You guys be well. It's Joey, you're watching VegasDtech. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye now.